beautiful people, I greet everybody according to your time. My name is Soludo. There's a video I want to present for us to watch. Governor Soludo of Anambra State. My goodness. I watched this video. I said, gosh, these Southeast leaders, no be the problem. No be the problem. Oh. I watched his video. That is on the 25th of December, is addressing the people of Anambra, telling them about the criminality, what is going on in Southeast, etc., etc. He wants to show his masters that he's doing the work. Then sent him, because for me, he cannot see the Northerners coming on media talking about themselves or talking what is really happening in their own state, which is very difficult. You see any of the Northern leaders talking to coming on media, like carrying camera, all the name that want to prove that is working. He said this is 9 months now he has been doing this work, and the road, the Anambra people, they need the road need to be good road. But that is not the issues why I'm here. The issue why I'm here is that he said that in Finland, the criminal in Finland, he said, hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, he said the criminal in Finland, my goodness, he said he put 5 days sit at home. That is the only Anambra state that like it's too big for my ear, so I can't hold it alone. I can't just hold it and say, my people, I need to come here to come share the information. He said in the whole state, it's only Anambra didn't obey that order, didn't sit at home. The Anambra people, it's only Anambra people didn't sit at home. The rest of the state, this is an insult and a blow to other Southeast leaders or governors. So Soludo say the order where the criminal for Finland give, no only in states, now no obey the order. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He said no only in states, now no obey that order. Anambra State, the other state, Imo State, Ebonyi State, Enugu, Abia State, other states said they sit down for house. Jesus Christ, my ear come the pepper me. Okay, my people, may I put the video more and watch them. No need to talk too much.
And good morning the Anambra Ekenemon. Well, this is 9 months in office, and first Christmas that I'm celebrating in office as governor of Anambra State. And this is just an opportunity to once more felicitate within the Anambra, all Anambra people, wherever you may be. Those in the homeland, the millions at home celebrating here in Anambra State, and the more millions abroad, scattered all over Nigeria and all over the world, is to say once more a very Merry Christmas to all of you, and we're looking forward to a more productive, blessed New Year for Anambra. 9 months ago, we took the oath of office to serve in the Anambra and to begin the journey towards the livable and prosperous homeland that we promised our people. Our first key agenda item of the 5 major buckets of our agenda happen to relate to security, law, and order. And this is the aspect of it that I want to specifically talk about this morning, and to say to our people that 9 months on, the difference between where we were as at the 17th day of March and where we are today in terms of security, law, and order seems to be like the difference between day and night. On the 17th of March, 8 local governments were basically under siege, totally taken over by the criminals and hoodlums, in various camps where they've taken over in these local governments. We couldn't even campaign in any of those local governments. But by the grace of God, I think today, those local governments have been liberated, and security, law, and order seem to be returning to Anambra very largely. All the camps, they've been taken out from there, and some of the deadly criminals have been taken out, and taken out for good. Several of them have fled the city, and some who are still there, I think their infrastructure totally and severely degraded. Think now, a few days ago, we had over 80-something of these arboros, the house, harassing people around Opiwek and the environs, taken in custody and to be prosecuted and probably jailed. And we're trying to keep our streets safe from the touts, from the criminals, and I think so far, so good. They're not totally out. Of course, you will never have a crime-free society. But as far as I can tell, Anambra, I don't know any state in Nigeria that is safer than Anambra today. And I think in the Anambra, I want to commend all of you, commend all the stakeholders in the Anambra project, the citizens, the ordinary citizens, who hearken to our call that if you see something, say something. I commend our youths who are taking the destiny of this state in their hands. Our women, our men who were defying all the criminals and so on. 2 weeks ago, one criminal in far away Finland also declared 5 days sit at home. But Anambra people defy that. And I think not one single day was observed in those. Thousands of our people returned for Christmas. And that's why the streets are all busy. The usual traffic jams all over the place. But I also want to commend our special forces, task forces that we set up to ensure free flow of traffic. And I understand that in recent decades or so, this is the Christmas that you have the freest in terms of traffic flow in Anambra. I saw the videos of the head bridge and the traffic flow there. And people were manning the place 24/7. And the other locations, high flash points in Anambra, Novi, Mpo, Globia, Okam, Abagana, and so on and so forth, 33 areas and so on. People trying to ensure that our people can move freely. I want to commend our youth, the Road Traffic Management Agency, the Ocha Brigade, Vigilante Services, and the Anambra youths, the volunteers who have offered to serve our people, just to keep our streets clear of the hoodlums and restore law and order. But more specifically, on this occasion, I want to use this occasion to especially appreciate the law enforcement agencies. The law enforcement agencies. The Nigerian Police, the Nigerian Army, the Navy, the Department of State Security, DSS, the Civil Defense, and of course, a very gallant Anambra Vigilante Service, and so on. And all the enforcement teams, the ANJE, the Ocha Brigade, the Road Traffic Management Agency, and so on and so forth. And all the volunteers. And all the Anambra who have risen up to the occasion, either helping to organize the local vigilantes, funding them, providing logistics, who have donated to the Security Trust Fund, and so on and so forth, and those who are helping in whatever way to make sure that we have a safer homeland. We set out to take back our homeland from the hoodlums. And all I can say, so far, so good. But there's still work to be done. The road ahead still challenging, and all hands must continue to be on deck. Like I said, we appreciate deeply the commitment, professionalism, and dedication of all the security agencies, the Army, the Police, the Navy, DSS, Civil Defense, and so on and so forth, and particularly the architecture that we have to secure our homeland, of which the roadblocks, the FOBs, forward operating bases, that we have everywhere, and we need more of them. They have been very, very critical in restoring the peace and order, security that we enjoyed so far. We would need even more of those in coming days, weeks, and months, not less. And I want to commend all those, these armed forces who sacrifice, who put their lives on the line to have our people sleep with their two eyes closed. Some of them have paid dearly. And I want also to remember at this particular occasion, this particular moment, all those who have paid the supreme sacrifice just to keep Anambra safe. Several of them died needlessly, I must say, because these criminals want the security officers out of the road. But fortunately, and we thank God that they have remained resolute. May their souls rest in peace. And we would continue to provide all the support that we can as government and as the people of Anambra in support of all the security forces for what they are doing, the sacrifices that they make, their commitment and professionalism, those roadblocks, those forward operating bases, we will continue to strengthen them, make them even stronger to keep our people safe and secured. It's not normal to have, in normal circumstances, you wouldn't need these roadblocks and so on and so forth. But this is what we brought upon ourselves. Our people taking up arms in the bushes and involved in wanton criminality. This is what we brought upon ourselves, so to speak. But we now need, since they have decided to operate in abnormal way, we need abnormal solutions, as it were. Not always the most convenient, but the most effective in the circumstance. And until the insecurity situation comes down to near zero, as it were, we will continue to have the roadblocks and the forward operating bases in place and to be strengthened and so on and so forth. So I want to thank everyone who has been involved in this, in the Anambra particularly. Everyone has a role to play on the road ahead. If you see something, say something. If you say something, do something. The youth must rise and take our destiny in our hands. Your future is on the line. It is your future that we are keeping awake every day to secure. The future of our youths, your own children, and your grandchildren. And we'll use this opportunity again to appeal to those in the bush, in the forest, the criminals out there, because they are nothing but criminals. They are kidnappers and criminals. Come out. We offer you the opportunity to retrain you and to help you to start a new life, a new productive life. The course you have taken to by being in the bush is one that leads to nowhere. It's not going to take you to anywhere. Criminality cannot pay you in the long term. And therefore, we don't want to lose, pains to see these young youths, wasting away. You have a future. And this government is prepared to work with you to give you a new future so that Anambra, the light of the nation, will continue to shine. Once more, I thank all of you in the Anambra. Thank our partners in progress. Thank all the security forces for the...
So my people, I hope you have seen it. So now, Soludo, you are not working. You can't stay in office for 9 months, and these battalions of criminal at Opiweka will be found. So if this battalion notorious criminal can be at Headbridge Onitsha, at Opiweka for your 9 months, it means you are not working. How can all these battalions of criminals that they are showing on the social media, you yourself particularly, you are showing the FG that you are working, at the same time you are not working? If all these battalions of criminals are out there at Opiweka, you caused it, because I remember he said he stopped the Agboros. He said he's going to stop the Agboros. How can you stop Agboros that they're already there for many years, and some of them got families? They are feeding their family with that particular job that they are doing. I'm not supporting Agboro, but all I mean is that before you do that, you're supposed to make a very good provision for these individuals to avoid this criminality that you are just showing now, because you failed the Anambra woefully. You find them woefully. I'm telling you, if this battalions of criminal can be catched out Opiweka, it means that you are not working. If your performances is very poor. I know it doesn't matter the kind of grammar you like speak. All I know that if you are at the office for 9 good months, 9 months is not a 9 days, okay, and it's not a 19 days. This is months. And we find all this criminal you are displaying here at this particular media for people to see that you are working. It means you are not really working. You are doing things with force, okay? Meanwhile, before you chase Agboro them from on the road, he's supposed to make office for them, give them job, okay, give them some money to start up a life. Now they have turned to criminal everywhere at Opiweka. Who is to blame? Who are you going to blame for this one? This one, are they also ESN? Are you people going to still blame China Samuru ESN? Blame yourself. Nobody to blame now. You have to blame yourself for poor performances. Your performances is very, very poor. So it doesn't mean that whatever grammar you may use to explain yourself, to show that you work, you have been working, you are a lion, you are do this, the criminals, all of them, they are Igbo, and so what? They no go chop. You go come up people for where they from the chop. Make them for there for hang out with their family. If you like, make them be Igbo. Make them still be Igbo again. Make them still be Igbo again. Do your job as a leader. Let there be job. Provide a job. If there's something that someone is doing before and they don't like that what the person is doing, then make a very good provision for the person so that the person will quit from whatever that is doing before that is not called for. Okay, my people, this video has ended. Let me know what you think below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Good morning,
Bye.
Anambrians, Anambra Youth Volunteers, ANJET, and the Nigeria Police raided some popular criminal hideouts in Opiweka and harvested over 80 suspects that have been terrorizing the area for a very long time now. You can see them. These ones are very notorious. This is in keeping with the state government promise for a crime-free and smooth Yuletide season in Anambra State.